Let's look at business news now with Jonathan Mitchell. First up, Jonathan, nice to have you back with us on Checkpoint 2, by the way, beaming in out of the Wellington newsroom. The Reserve Bank is getting a new governor.
That's right. In the past hour or so, it's been announced that the head of the New Zealand Super Fund, Adrian Orr, will take over in March next year. Now, he was an early favourite for the job while downplaying it publicly. He takes over from Graham Wheeler, who, as you remember, retired a few months ago. Grant Spencer's been filling in the role. So essentially, Adrian Orr returning to his old stomping ground. A few years ago, he was the Deputy Governor at the Reserve Bank. He has been in charge of the super fund for the past decade. It's currently worth around $37 billion. And a few years ago as well, he was chief economist at Westpac Bank. So he has the right credentials. He's a local man. He knows the local economy like the back of his hand. And he also knows Wellington as well. He's taken quite a hefty pay cut for the role, but it is the biggest role in banking in the country. So it comes with that as a draw card. He's quite a colourful and vivacious character, but he knows when to play it straight, and for a role like the Governor of the Reserve Bank, you have to play it straight sometimes. So the market was a little surprised by the news. It shot up around ½ cent against the US counterpart to 69 US cents. But yeah, Adrian Orr taking over March next year.
Yeah, that's considered a good get for the Reserve Bank, isn't it? And we will try and talk to Adrian Orr before he starts that job. Retail sales are up, according to new data, Jono.
That's right. This is electronic card data from Statistics New Zealand. That was out today. Strongest monthly climb since January. That was for November data. Driven, though, by fuel, which can be volatile and move around a bit. But nonetheless, core retail spending, which strips out fuel and cars and the like, did rise 0.8%. So that's respectable. We did have last month the Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping days. So that was probably a bit of a draw card for people getting into the shops. There was overall rise for furniture, appliances, electronics and clothing as well. So quite broad base there, and gives quite good momentum heading into the Christmas rush.
Yeah, not much of a rush on the markets today, though. I hear fairly quiet by volume. But what was happening?
It did hit a new record high. It was up at the close 42 points, ends at 8,278. A Kiwi dollar still strong though, 68.9 US cents, 91.6 Australian. And we'll bring you more on Adrian Orr and the markets on Morning Report tomorrow.
Thank you very much indeed, Jonathan Mitchell, doing business this week out of Wellington.